The Sony SBS XB10, so this Bluetooth portable speaker, is a compact one and it seems pretty good. So let's unbox it and take a look at how it is. As always, we start with looking at the box. There's not a lot of stuff here. It's just some branding, some marketing BS, and some specs. If you want to see the specs, you can pause the screen and just enjoy it, but I frankly don't give it a I don't really give a shit, because specs are pretty useless when it comes to like Bluetooth speakers. Now let's open up the box, and inside we don't really find much. Now Sony isn't a big fan of giving you a wet ton of accessories. It's just been them the whole damn time. And basically what you get in the box is a bunch of absolutely useless paperwork, some advertising on it, which is annoying, as well as some cables. So you got a micro USB cable, an aux cable, and that's about it. Now let's take a look at the speaker itself, which is kind of the main attraction. I mean, it's a cheap low-end Bluetooth speaker from Sony, so I'm not surprised that the packaging is rather trash, but yeah, it's the main attraction. Let's take a look at the speaker, and design wise it's super simple. I mean, up top there's a metal grill, and underneath that you have the tweeter. So what a tweeter is basically like the opposite of a subwoofer. It makes the higher frequencies when it comes to sound, while the subwoofer handles the lower frequencies. And down below that tweeter, actually from the bottom, there is a bunch of bass ports, and that's where the subwoofer is located. So it's got a tweeter and a subwoofer, so the bass that comes from this speaker should be pretty awesome, and it is reasonably good for such a small speaker. And because it's got both tweeters and subwoofer, it's gonna sound pretty decent all around this frequency response. So that's pretty awesome for a nice compact speaker. Now apart from that, the rest of the body is basically rubber. There's a nice kind of keychain attachment, so you can attach it to your bag or whatever, but I feel like the little string or wire will break rather easily, so I won't trust too much with the keychain. Now as I said before, the body is made of rubber, which I think is pretty awesome because it's something you're going to use outdoors, and the chances are you're going to drop it and that rubber feels like it will create some sort of cushion to prevent too much shock from ruining the speaker. So I like the fact that it's actually made of rubber. There's a Sony logo. It's not too big, not too obnoxious. I'm fine with that. And all the controls and all the interfaces, they're located in this kind of rubber midsection area of the speaker. There's a little tab, and behind this tab you've got all the connections: micro USB for charging or playing music through USB, as well as a nice little aux input for playing music through aux if you don't want to use Bluetooth, even though it is like a Bluetooth speaker. I don't know why you would do that. Now this rubber tab is pretty important because this speaker is actually IP55 water resistant or something like that, and this will prevent water from getting in, so you can have a speaker that's water resistant. Pretty straightforward. Now elsewhere on this thing, there is a little spot for NFC. Yeah, this speaker supports NFC, which is super convenient for everyone except iPhone users. And basically with NFC you can connect to this speaker super easily. Now there's also other controls over here. There's a power on, plus, minus volume, standard stuff, and a button which allows you to pair another one of these XB10s to pair two of these speakers together and create kind of a stereo setup, which is pretty freaking awesome. So if your friend has like one of these and you guys just pair it together, you can have a brilliant sound system for maybe a small gathering, which is very nice, of course. And because it's a small speaker, having more volume is definitely helpful. Now let's talk about connecting this. As I said before, it supports NFC, and for me it was a super straightforward experience. I tapped my phone against the NFC area on the speaker, and Bluetooth is instantly on, and it instantly pairs automatically, and it's just like automagic, it just connects to each other like automagically, and it's just brilliant, and I don't have to worry about basically anything. It's super convenient. Now if you use iPhone, you're gonna have to turn on Bluetooth manually and do all that stuff manually, which is a bit of a faff, a bit of a hassle, but in reality it's not too much time, so it's okay. You'll survive. Let's talk about sound, which is kind of the main thing, because it's a speaker, it produces sound. How does it sound? Volume wise, it really goes up really loud, like super impressively loud for such a small little compact speaker. It's actually super loud. It's freakishly loud. I mean, whatever Sony packed in here, it's rather magical. It goes to a very good volume, and it allows me to like play music over like a large surface area and say a pretty decently sized gathering. It's not amazing, and in fact a lot of times ambient noise may like cover it up, but for its compact size it's pretty impressive. Now let's talk about like sound quality. It's actually really good. All the way up at the max volume, it still sounds brilliant. There is good fidelity all around in the frequency response, at least good enough for such a small speaker. There's good punchy bass. It's actually quite powerful because of that dedicated subwoofer down low, and the highs and mids definitely don't sound bad. They don't sound lacking. It's rather balanced. I don't know how to review speakers. I only know how to review headphones. They're slightly different, but it sounds good nevertheless for pop or whatever music I play on it. So I'm perfectly happy with the sound on these Bluetooth speakers. But these are just my general impressions of it from using it about a few weeks, and here's a good little unboxing video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, like and subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, linked down below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.